Episode 100, I think, of Rupel Boom or Bust. Today, we are going to win ourselves the Belgian Cup and the Jupiler Pro League all in one episode. Hello and welcome back to episode 100, or episode 7, I think, of season 11, Rupel Boom or Bust. If you have been enjoying this series, do please remember you can hit the like button, subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, stick your comments down below. What's been going on then between episodes? Since we last met, obviously we've been knocked out of the Europa League, out of Europe completely. We have played a further 5 league games, technically 6 because we've also played one of the championship group games. We have beaten Oostende, we beat Charleroi, we beat Anderlecht, we drew 1-1 with Club Bruges, we beat KV Mechelen, the points then got halved, we beat OHL. Yes, OHL actually got into the championship group. It is the first new team in about 47 years to be in the top 4. And this is what it currently looks like in that championship group. We are miles ahead. We are 9 points, 11 points ahead of our closest competition, which is Club Bruges, and they are the only team who can catch us because there are 4 games left to play, and maths and numbers and stuff like that means that they're the only team that can catch us. We are playing them in today's episode, but first of all, we're going to try and win the cup. We also had a bit of backroom shuffling about, and by we, the company was sold to a different person, Marko Miskovic, who I think is real. He seems to have a face in the database. You can just about see it there. That's the only way we can actually see him. But yeah, he's taken over from Henk Celine, who was in charge for the entire 11 years that we have been at Rupel Boom. So he has made a fair amount of money. It didn't do anything to the finances. There was no new money injected into the club or anything like that. We've just got a new chairman. I've been playing around with different formations, and I've come to love the 4-2-3-1 wide gegenpress just straight out of the box, no changes whatsoever. It's worked. We've been playing quite a few of our last matches as Rupel Boom with this formation, so we're sticking with it for the Belgian Cup final. The back 4 and goalkeeper, weird way of saying it, Stuart, don't know why I did that, is going to be Mauro Acosta in goal, Luiz, Solomon, Christensen and Gonzalez at the back, Duvignac and Cabral in the middle, Montero, Adagilton on the wings. The advanced playmaker, the new fancy position that we haven't really played for most of this save, is going to be Breck Peters. We'll come back to him in a minute. And Mohamed Bakayoko will be our striker. Breck Peters, I just like Breck Peters, okay? He's one of those players that he came through our youth system. He's probably the only player to come through our youth system and has been good enough to play for the first team. I'm going to give him a very rare start. I don't think he's played for us in, it's a long time. He's not played for us this calendar year by the looks of it. In other news as well, Romelu Lukaku has extended his contract for a further season because he's hit the magical 20 league game mark, and somehow he is still getting better at football. He is nearly 38 years old and he is still getting better at football. I don't know what's going on with my lighting at the moment. I seem very dark on this side of my face, and I just turned my whole room light on, and now I'm very orange by the looks of it. Anyway, it is the Belgian Cup final, Rupel Boom versus Genk, and I think Genk are the only team, any Belgian team, to have beaten us this season. So I kind of want to be able to win this one. Pozo crosses that ball in, Christensen clears it. Matteo Gabbia, one of our former players, still playing for Genk. Borja into the penalty area, Duvignac's giving him a little kick, and it's going to be a penalty after 2.5 minutes to Genk. Come on, Mauro. Come on, Mauro Acosta. What I want is you to save this. We'll get a free kick right at the end, and you can curl it in the top corner. Pozo versus Mauro Acosta goes the right way, doesn't dive far enough, 1-0 to Genk. Episode 100 is supposed to be a celebration. It should be something special. We should be winning 2 trophies. That's why I kind of half planned it this way. Acosta to Solomon with the ball in the penalty area. Forward, down the right-hand side is Montero. It's Cabral in the middle. Back to Duvignac, who conceded that penalty early on in the game. Cabral gets it back. We're still not even 10 minutes in. Duvignac and Cabral passing between the pair. Now little Breck Peters, 5'2" of a Belgian footballer. Montero, lovely ball to Jose Adagilton. And the Liverpool Oni gets his 10th goal of the season. It is 1-1. 10 minutes played. It's a bit of a spicy cup final. Jose Luiz to Montero. Back to Antonio Duvignac. He's gone all the way back again to Mohamed Solomon. He hasn't scored too many goals recently. Still got a lot. I think he's technically our 3rd top goal scorer in a team with Romelu Lukaku, and he scored more than him. Duvignac with this ball across to Cabral, forward to Adagilton. Now little Breck Peters. Adagilton to Duvignac. We're passing it, but not really getting anywhere. Philippe Christensen plays it forward towards Bakayoko, who's got 33 goals to his name this season. Peters to Cabral, Montero on that right-hand side. A couple in the middle. He's been tripped by Liberato Casase, and that might be a penalty going our way. We are obviously going to have some VAR, and it is going to be a penalty. Bakayoko is the man to step up and take it. Then number 11 for possibly, I think it's 34. If this goes in, it's 34 goals. He's not put it in, he's hit it wide. That might be his day done. And now Montero's taken a bit of a clattering, so his fitness has dropped down pretty low. Solomon dinks it over to nobody. Casase heads forward, but only as far as Jose Luis. Solomon to Antonio Duvignac, back to Solomon. Now Breck Peters. Across to Cabral. Peters hasn't really done much. He's on a 6-5. Luiz on the right. 2 in the middle. Adagilton is there. And Jose Adagilton gets his second of the game. 2-1 to Rupel Boom. We are in front now in the cup final. Gonzalez with a free kick to Cabral. Peters finds Gonzalez once again. 3 in the middle. Get it in. Whip it in, buddy. He's not played it too well. It's Breck Peters. Yes, Breck Peters. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. He doesn't play football for us too often, but Breck Peters has just scored another cracker. The fact that Breck Peters has gone from a 6.5 to a 7.3 after basically just having one shot and putting it in the bottom corner, that's put a smile on my face. It is 3-1 to Rupel Boom. Genk have done nothing other than a penalty. That's it. That is the only thing. I'm happy with how things are going. Things are going all right. I'm also going to say to you, you weren't bad. You can improve. Because I feel like that he's a bit worried about his missed penalty. 5 minutes into the second half, Adagilton doesn't manage to find Cabral, and now Genk can come forward. Lovely ball through. Garcia now, he's got past Solomon. Solomon is keeping up with him though, and Acosta with a very good save from the Argentine goalkeeper. It's going to be a corner for Genk. Let's get this clear straight away. Pozo's going to take this. They're recommending I bring off Montero for Lehmans, which is something I might consider doing because basically Montero, obviously, he's a bit knackered. He's taken a bit of a clattering early on. Borja with this, crosses that ball in. It's found Thorstad. It is over the bar. It is going to still be 3-1. Montero's actually not looking too bad. He's not looking great, but he's not looking too bad. He's now on the same fitness level or condition as Cabral. We are 65 minutes in. We are going to be doing this Bakayoko sub because it hasn't worked, has it? And it's going to be Romelu Lukaku coming on for the final, 25, 35 minutes? I can never remember how many minutes are in a football match, apparently. 15 minutes left to play, and we've got a free kick in a great position. This is going to be Acosta's time. Is it going to be his fourth for the season? It is a spectacular save. Acosta's just waddling off, like not trying to get back to his goal line, which was a bit of a concern. We've got 3 minutes of injury time to play. I've not done any subs, have I? So we're going to do 2 final changes. Let's get some players onto the pitch so they can pick up a medal for themselves. Who's our captain? Can we see here? Can we see? Do we know who our captain is? No. One day I'm actually going to know who our captain is. We're also going to do Jaramillo coming on. That is all of our changes. We have got 2.5 minutes to play. We're not going to see any highlights. Instead, we're going to see a trophy presentation for Rupel Boom. Here we go. Who is that at the front? Can we find out? Can we click on them? We can't find out. I should know. We can tell that's Breck Peters. Why did Breck Peters stand next to Christensen? Christensen is about 7'5". Breck Peters is 1.5 feet tall. The trophy is bigger than Breck Peters. But here we are anyway. We are going to be presented with the trophy by myself for some reason. And I have no idea who's picking it up. But we are celebrating. I'm going to go with Cabral. I feel like he was the captain. Another trophy then in the bag. Acosta didn't get his goal, didn't save a penalty, but he is sure as hell going to be celebrating with a cartwheel like every good goalkeeper should. But we are not done there. We have obviously lifted the Belgian Cup. We have done the double because we won the Super Cup earlier on in the season as well. Jaramillo played a total of 2.5 minutes and injured his foot. Good job to you. A little bit of money coming in. The board are delighted with me. The board are very happy that we've won the Cup for the 3rd time in 5 seasons. We've got a storied history, I think, with the Belgian Cup. We've got a very storied history. Getting there, 2 finals in a row, losing both of them, then eventually winning in 2027, then again in 29, then again in 31. We're starting to pick up a decent amount of trophies in this. Next up then, Club Bruges, who I think have just played a league game. They have. They beat OHL 3-2, so they are still within touching distance. If they drew against OHL, we would have won 2 trophies at the same time, which is probably the most impressive thing anyone's ever done. We're not quite at the Club Bruges game, but I've been just doing some numbers, and basically Club Bruges can get a total of 52 points if they win their 4 remaining games of the season. If we beat them, they will be able to get only 49 points, by which point we will be on 51, therefore we will be crowned champions. If we draw, they will be able to get 50 points and we will be sat on 49 points. We have to beat Club Brugge, otherwise there might be another episode of this season of Rupel Boom or Bust, and we're just going to hopefully win one game, or pick up a solitary point. Club Brugge away from home, all we need to do is win. Nice and simple. The starting 11 then, Acosta, Luiz, Solomon, Nicolau returns after an injury. I think it was an injury, might have been a suspension. And Richard Gonzalez round off the back four. Rosmeric and Cabral will be in the middle today. Rosmeric is going to be playing as a ball-winning midfielder, despite the fact that he's actually currently a striker, and a very good one, although as a ball-winning midfielder, he's not great. But, where is he? I mean, he's right at the bottom, isn't he? Yeah, he's not great, but we don't have anyone else who can do this role. So we're going to be playing Rosmeric there. You obviously spotted there is no Divignac because he's picked up an injury for 3 weeks, which I think might be his season over and done with. It's going to be Montero, Georgiev, Adagilton as the attacking midfielder with Mohamed Bakayoko at the top of the 3 players there. Just win the game. Just win one more game. We're champions with 4 games left to play. Club Brugge then have won their last 3 games, and they are playing a... Is that defensive? I don't know whether that's a defensive formation or not. They've got 3 centre-backs, a couple of wing-backs, and then lots of people down the middle. We are obviously going to be trying to utilise the wings, which could come in handy. If they push their wing-backs up just a little bit too far, we're going to fall into these gaps with Montero and Adagilton, and we're going to have loads of fun. 10 minutes, not quite on the clock, and the first highlight of the game, and we've got the ball with Bakayoko. Plays it back to Adagilton. Richard Gonzalez. Go long, buddy. Go long. Down that left-hand side. Not the best pass. And now to Ketelere. Desmet with the ball for Bruges over the top. Basilkin. Maybe with this ball. Jose Luiz easily just sticks a leg out. Steals that ball away. And we've cleared it upfield. Bakayoko flicks the head to nobody. Maybe we need to have 2 players up front. Maybe we need to have ourselves 2 players up front for this match. Because they've got 3 strikers, and they might use it, not 3 strikers, 3 defenders. Durant's hit the post. What was going on with that highlight? It's cleared. I was just trying to talk about tactics and things like that, which is something I'm notoriously bad at, but maybe we do need 2 strikers, because they've got Carles, Maramovic and Besic all at the back, who are just going to be marking Bakayoko probably out of the game. It's been a somewhat uneventful match. Since the first couple of chances, not a lot has gone on. Montero again has taken a knock. Do people just keep giving Montero kicks? Isn't that what they do? It's going to be 0-0 at half-time. Just about 2 highlights, I think it was, for the entire first half of football. I'm not happy. We're not playing particularly well. Montero's not doing good. Adagilton not doing good. Georgiev not doing good. Gonzalez not doing good either. We're just going to carry on for the moment. I mean, do we give him a... No, let's not give him a shout just yet. We've had more chances. We're getting chances. 6 shots, 3 on target. They've had 3 and 1 on target. But we're just seeing no highlights. Absolutely no highlights. We're going to change over to our usual formation. And then we probably need to do a lot of substitutions. Adagilton off for Butakrit. We're going to do Montero off for Matt Leemans. And maybe one of the strikers off. Do we do Georgiev for Lukaku? That's what we go for. We are trying to win the title today. I don't want to have to play another match. We've got a throw. Jose Luiz with it to Leemans. Crosses it in. No, he doesn't. Plays it back to Rosmeric. It's a clearance. Thought that was going to find its way through. Solomon's going to run forward with this ball. Finds Jose Luiz on the right. 4 in the middle. Get your crossing, buddy. It's Lukaku at the front post. And Romelu Lukaku has just come onto the pitch. Puts us 1-0 up against Club Brugge. The Belgian boy back at his home team. I say home team, I don't know if he's from Boom, but he definitely grew up playing for the Rupel Boom under 6s or something like that. We're 1-0 up. Did I do all of my subs? I think I did, didn't I? So if they equalise, there's not a lot we can do. I'm trying to work out, is there any other tweaks and stuff? Maybe bring Rosmeric off. We can't. We've used all of our subs. It is Rosmeric with the ball. A yellow card and a slightly poor condition to his name. Nordlinder, good tackle by Cabral. Now Butakrit can run forward. The Moroccan international into a bit of space. He's gone for goal. It was a terrible effort. And our former goalkeeper, Alfonso Torres, holds on to that one. It's a throw with 10 minutes left. Duran, Jose Luiz clears that. Not very far though. Nordlinder. Oh, what are you doing? What was that slide tackle all about? Besic forward. Carles. Nordlinder. Back to Carles. Nordlinder again. Lovely through ball. And Duran makes it 1-1 with 10 minutes left to play. 2 and a bit minutes. Bakayoko heads that ball. He doesn't head the ball, actually, it was cleared. Rosmeric picks this one up, though. He's going to run with it. Lost out to Nordlinder. If Bruges score now, we could potentially balls this entire thing up. We've lost 1 game all season in the league, by the way. And is it going to be 2? It is. It's going to be 2. We're going to... Not this again. Don't be doing this. This happened a few years ago. Acosta gets a 6.5. Bakayoko 6.5. Butakrit is rubbish. That's a water bottle. Absolutely awful performance. We're going to have to play another game now. Just been doing a bit more maths, and we don't need to win just one more game. We need to win 2, because I was expecting a 6-point swing, if that makes sense. If we beat Club Brugge, they wouldn't have picked up any, and we would have picked up 3 points. Currently, Club Brugge can get a maximum of 52 points this season. We are 4 points away from that, so we need to win and draw, and then I think we will technically win the league on goal difference. So yeah, 2 more matches then. So it's going to be another episode. And it's not just any episode, it's a double against Genk, apparently. The team that we've already beaten 3-1 today, we need to beat them 2 more times and then we'll hopefully be crowned champions at home. That will be handy. Club Brugge are going to be playing, I think, OHL in between our Genk games. So they're playing OHL on the 11th. We'll play our first one before they play their match against OHL. Then they play Genk well after our match. So by the time Bruges play Genk, the title should be wrapped up. Should have been wrapped up today. Well, episode 100 then of Rupel Boom or Bust did result in a trophy. It didn't result in both of them though. We should be champions, but we ballsed it up at the last opportunity. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Stick your comments down below about how terrible I am at Football Manager, because I do this all the time. I just bottle it right at the end. And I'll be back next time with a doubleheader against Genk, and we will be winning the title. Hopefully. See you next time.